Hello friends. So in the previous video we have studied about simple fats, in which we have already covered with the neutral fats. Now we will be starting with vexes and cutin, which is also coming under the simple lipids only. Now what are vexes? Vexes are the esters of fatty acids plus glycerol of higher molecular weight instead of glycerol. In the previous thing we have seen that glycerol was a major component, but here there will be alcohol, but that will not be glycerol, that will be alcohol of high molecular weight instead of glycerol. Okay, so two examples that we'll be covering in this video will be beeswax and lanolin. So this beeswax is being secreted by the worker bees, and it is formed from the palmitic acid and myristoyl alcohol. Now here we have seen that the main function for these waxes will be protection. They are present on the outer side, so the main function will be protection. Alright, now the second category under the simple lipids is cutin. Now cutin is that particular lipid component which is present in the cuticle. Cuticle is the outer covering of the plant part, specifically the leaves. So this cutin, the major component for this cuticle, it will be cutin. It is present on the aerial surfaces of plants, and this particular cutin makes the surface waterproof. Again, it is playing a part of protection only. Now after the simple lipids, the second category that we need to discuss, it will be about compound lipids. Let's have a look. Compound lipids, or it is known as conjugated lipids. So there are basically four types of conjugated lipids: phospholipids, glycolipids, lipoproteins, and chromolipids. So phospholipids are the major component of the plasma membranes. That is, for example, lecithin. This is a very famous example of phospholipid, and the molecular formula, as you can see, it is a glycerol molecule, and to the first hydroxyl group there a fatty acid is attached. To second hydroxyl group there will be another fatty acid attached, and with the third hydroxyl group there will be a phosphate group attached, and to that phosphate there will be a nitrogen containing choline molecule will be attached. So this is the whole structure of a phospholipid molecule, lecithin. The second category, it will be glycolipids, where a fatty acid, it will be combined with alcohol. That specific alcohol is pentosane molecule plus sugar. This component is going to form the component of myelin sheath of the nerve fibers. Alright, the third category are the lipoproteins. As the name suggests, lipolipid, it will be combined with protein part, so that will be known as lipoproteins, again present in the plasma membrane. And the third part, chromolipids. These are the lipids having a pigment particular compound like carotenoids, carotene pigment. So if any type of carotenoid pigment will be there attached with the lipid, it will be known as chromolipids. So this was the second category of lipids. The third category will be derived lipids. So basically the main example in the derived lipid, it is very famous steroid we know as cholesterol. It is present again in the plasma membrane, but this steroid is not fat. But why we are studying it under the fat? Because it will show fat like or lipid like properties. That's why we are studying under this particular steroid lipids. Okay, so another example that will come under the derived lipid will be prostaglandin. What are prostaglandins? It is a group of hormones, and these prostaglandins are derived from carbon 20 family that we have discussed in the previous lecture, that carbon 20 is arachidonic acid. So we have covered with all the different type of categories of lipids in this video. So I hope you understand